What do we got here? I'll tell you what we got here. We got the finest OTF knives ever made in the history of the world. That should be my clickbait line on this video, right? How many views will I get? Maybe 800 this time? God, whatever. Shit. Okay. We got a couple of OTF knives. No limit. There's no limit for this knife. And what is this? This is the No Limits knife, Night Stalker in S90V. Oh, guess what? Shit, I gotta go down to Fayetteville on Friday, so I'm gonna get this tested, and I'm gonna get this tested on that guy's XRF analyzer, and I'll confirm M390 and S90V. And you go, no way, they're lying about the steel. I'm sure they're lying. Okay, so here's the reason I don't think they are, and maybe you aren't going to say that anyhow. Both these knives, to my knowledge, are made by Maxace, and I had my buddy Ron who sent me. Actually, I got both these knives from him. I bought them from him because he's kind of doing some changes in his collection type thing. So, this is the Medusa. Medusa, where did we say that on here? Medusa M390. Medusa. You can get this in regular without the green ano. Just silver. Also, I think you can get a different blade shape as well, like a drop point looking. And as well, on the Night Stalker, I know you can. And the Night Stalker, I mean, this was only available like on AliExpress, right? This was available as well on Perry Knife Works. And you can see right here on Perry, and it's $250. No limit knives. Basically a 4-inch blade, but under 4, so that's good for some states where 4 or over is prohibited. And look at them. I mean, when I was talking to Ron, it's like, there's no way that this is not the same manufacturer. Look at this. The insert here with the jags down, slot there, okay? Slots here. Okay? Now, if you look at this has some more interest here because they have these. Here it's pretty plain. Okay? I believe there's titanium here because I think this is titanium, and I think maybe the actuator is and the pocket clip. I don't know that for sure. And I did try and direct message Chan Aiden, who is the owner of Maxace, through his Instagram, DM him, and say, Chan, I'm figuring that you make both. I would like to know what is titanium on the Medusa, because it says titanium on the description, aluminum/titanium, but it doesn't define what is what. Okay. The actuators are different, aren't they? And they're both good sized knives, and they're probably about the same exact size. Let's take a look real quick. Okay. Here you go. 4 down there. So let's say I could touch that, but up here, let's say 3.8. And what, 9 1/4, kind of in a sloppy way. 23 centimeters, okay, but about 100 millimeter blade. Okay, let's see if we got 23 centimeters and 100 millimeter blade. I'm thinking we're working with the same kind of deal here. Yeah. And, this is with the skull breaker on the bottom, or the glass breaker. Around 23, about 9 inches. So hold on. let's get out here. Of course, we got different things here on the butt as well. And let's just hold it. Okay. Yeah, it's 9, but, you know, you get out here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. This is lighter. This is heavier. This, I think, has titanium in it, and that's why I think that is the way it is. I don't know about the blade stock. And here, there's kind of, here there's not a flat. See where this, how this blade grind is? See how this one is? There's a flat here. So it is a different grind, okay? Now, this, one thing I noticed about this, that's different with this is a spongier feel a bit, and that's okay. And the jimping here, or whatever you want to call it, is not as severe. This is more comfortable, is what I'm trying to say. And it's not only more comfortable, it's easier to deploy, okay? And so you can do this, you can kind of fidget with it more, okay? This, the Medusa, ooh, baby. Ooh, I don't know. It's definitely hits a point and boom, it breaks and it comes out and it retracts. It's not as kind of vague feeling. So it's very precise. But the thing is, it's stiff. And this is more severe here. It's going to get to your thumb after a while. This, you're not going to sit around and do this for a long time. But it's going to rough your thumb up. And it's definitely some push. In fact, maybe to the point where your spouse could not even actuate this. I don't think my wife could open it or retract it. Okay? Now, I didn't try her on this one. I don't want to try her when she's pissed off anyhow. Oh, but just saying. No, this would be easier. And so, you know, in my mind, when I was looking at both of these, this one's like you can't get now. It's all dried up. And so I couldn't get one. By the time I made up my mind I wanted to get one, I couldn't get one. And then Ron had one, and he needed, he was going to move his along. So I go, okay, here I am, okay? So I got both of these. And then when I got the Medusa, I go, okay, so now this is what I need. I want the Medusa. I like the styling better, even though they're very, very similar. I like this better for a couple of reasons. I like the placement of the pocket clip in the middle. I like the placement of the glass breaker, and this is really sharp here. See this? No, it's different, okay? And let's retract these for the moment and take a look. Okay, so this is more, a little bit more rounded. This is really, you know, I mean, if you got this to where, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Don't do that, but you probably won't. It'll probably be like this. But still, it presents itself to be an issue, possibly. If it's in your pocket and you get in a funky position somewhere and this pokes you in the thigh or, you know, up near the waistline, whatever, out of your pocket, where this one is not really presenting that. So that and the fact this is carbon fiber, this is lighter. Let's get these out of the way. This comes in a MC Studio Maxace, and here's what it says: the MDSO2. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. This, I think, was just a generic zipper pouch that Ron put the Night Stalker in. So I don't know what it comes in. Okay, but I just thought, wow. Let's get the scale, because it does feel significantly heavier here. Okay, 4.55. Let me just swap right now while we're on ounces. Okay, I mean, that's not a huge difference. That's a half an ounce. That's, okay. I'm surprised that, what we got, 112 basically, as opposed to 129. Okay. Okay, interesting. It's not as significant. You can feel the heft. You can feel the difference. So this does feel lighter in that regard. Now, and I shouldn't have gone this far in before saying this. This is the big deal about these. Maxace, I am not aware that they ever made an OTF before. Okay, I know they make a lot of ballad songs and this and this and this. Okay. The play, get down here. There's no perceptible play. None whatsoever. None. Okay. You get out here. Don't see my depth of field. Wow. I mean, look carefully. Okay. That is like almost nothing. It's very infinitesimal. Down here, I can get this one to move just a tiny bit more out here. But look, I mean I got a Microtech. Oh crap, I just shipped it like a couple days ago. And I was comparing, that Microtech UDX was way more play, double or triple the play of this. I mean, the Microtech, they got to have play, and everybody admits the Microtech has play, and whatever. Okay, it needs to, it's a mechanical thing. But I'm just surprised how little that these have. And the fact, their tolerances are that tight for this kind. Not like the G&G Hawk Deadlock, because the Deadlock is, it's a different mechanism inside here. So it's set up to where it doesn't need any play to operate. It just the way it is. This is very different because this is the typical setup of an OTF. And so it does need some room, but this is tight. Tight. So, like I was saying, if you're interested, Perry Knife Works. I'll see if I can put a link under here, But the No Limit Night Stalker, and let me just run you through some of these pages real quick in case. Here's your stats: 9.25, 3.875, blah, blah, blah. Dagger blade, aluminum, and carbon fiber on this one. Okay, Night Stalker. Okay? I do not know for a fact that Maxace makes this, but they've been very quiet since I asked them. And I know they kind of went that way with Ron, too. Okay, 4 ounces as opposed to 4.5 ounces. Okay? Okay, China, by the way. And here is your other one with a, I guess, draw point or whatever. Just a normal size type blade. They call it blue. I don't know. And then here's the Medusa that you used to be able to get. And then I went searching for it. And it's like, nope. But look at the blade shape. And yeah. So instead of the carbon fiber, they just put what I think is titanium in there. I don't know. Now, flip to their stats here. And where does it say? Right here, handle material and titanium alloy. So they're talking about handle material, not pocket clip or actuator or whatever. So I'm thinking that is titanium in there, okay? And then they're giving you the length, 23 centimeters, which that's what we said. And basically, I think it's closer to 100 millimeters, but whatever, okay? that kind of thing. And then Rockwell 6062, okay, whatever, if that's M390. And if it was really that, I don't know. But, okay, so that's that. And I guess this was just another, and I don't know that this means anything. But Perry knife works, and then this was Maxace Medusa, and just repeated that. Okay, another thing that's interesting is look at the hardware, okay? Check this out. Number 8. This is a number 8. This is number 8, okay? They all come from one side, by the way. This is not a number 8. This is number 6. So these are number 6s, and let me get these in here. Yeah, these are number 6s, all right. Okay. All up and down, not number 8s. So the Medusa are all number 8s. These are all number 6s. This is carbon fiber and aluminum. This is titanium and aluminum, I'm thinking. This setup, I like it better with the glass breaker centered. This is off center, and this is much sharper, okay? Pocket clip, off center. Other than that, I don't know if I got a big bitch and moan with it. This one I've noticed more clearly because I've carried it. It slides in and out of my pocket really easily, okay? This one's lighter, this one's heavier. Obviously, the carbon fiber as opposed to titanium makes a difference there. Otherwise, the length and all that kind of stuff is the same deal. Now, let's pull this and see what we got. Okay, about 13 millimeters at 0.51, okay? And we got a flat spot here, so I mean, we can get centered on what we think is the thickness of the blade. Come on. 0.12, 3 millimeter, basically. This is probably about the same. I don't know. Let's see if I don't really have a unground spot, but so I can't really get to the place I'd like to get to. Yeah, I think it's about the same. I think it's right about 3. Okay. But this is no flat spots on the blade. A little different grind. All right. So, interesting knives. I just think, you know, as far as OTFs go, these are pretty fascinating. Maxace makes a good product. I'm interested. I think it's interesting that they're doing the OEM for No Limit and doing the Night Stalker. So, the Medusa, good luck. I've heard talk because We Knives, San Francisco, he's got a channel and a presence on Instagram, and he's a dealer. And I met him at Texas Blade, and he was talking about getting an order, you know, of 300 units from Chan on the Medusa, have him run a run for him. So stay tuned to that, and I'll give you the link to Weeby Knives Instagram. You can DM him and find out, because he seemed pretty certain like he was going to do that. So you might want to stay up with that, because this would be a hell of a knife to have. Although, yeah, I mean, it's just after a while, it's going to wear your thumb out. This one's a little bit more vague, but it's easier to deploy and retract, and this jimping is not as severe. See how that is? This, you're going to feel this. If you can see that, it's a different setup. So there's pluses and minuses on these. Obviously, the ergos are fine. I mean, it's just a straight shot, period. Okay? So, and let me see if I got it. Come here. A piece of paper, as if this is going to tell the tale, but, oh, crap. Okay, never mind. I don't expect these usually to be that flaming sharp. And this one, okay, it's not bad, but Not like that Medusa was. What the hell happened to that? Yeah, okay. Okay, this is about what I expect from an OTF. Okay. Definitely sharper here than on the other side. Strange how that is. I don't know what they were doing. See, this is definitely not that sharp on this side, but it's super sharp on that side. And this is not that sharp on either side. Yeah, it's sharper on this side. So, come on. Yeah, it's a little sharper on this side than that. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out which one I want to disassemble. This would be the easiest because it's number 8s. But, you know, this is probably more likely the one that you might buy because they're available on Perry. And so, hell with it. I think. You know, right now, I'm trying to think. Nah, I think I'm going to do this one. What the hell? I'm thinking they're not going to be very dissimilar regardless, and this will be obviously easier to open because number 8's on it. And you know what? I got to get that glass breaker on the end figured out too. Okay. They're just tumbling out. Okay. I don't know if you can get tritium bars and put them in here. I don't think it's made to do that necessarily, but that may be a thought. Let's get these jazzed up in there and figure out let's I just broke it away with my little number 6 because it fit in there, but okay, let's get all that out of here and okay, so here's the presentation side. There's the underside of the presentation side. Looks pretty typical right here. Okay. Now we got a little spring here. Okay. We got our little actuator. Pull this out. So there's your spring, of course. Here's your carriage. And here's your blade. And of course, we gotta push this down to keep it from holding this in place. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now we can slide this forward. Okay. And then, of course, this little thing has got to come out to be able to, if it will lift out. Okay. Here's this piece. Fits straight down into here, and then you can pull your blade out like that. Okay? So that's how it's set up. Typical OTF setup. Okay, now, of course, this little thing, these are on springs here. Lift it up, slide it back down all the way, and now it's kicked into there. Put our button down in here. Okay. This should be here, right? Okay, let me pull this out. Okay, now I got it rigged, right? Okay. Yikes. Okay. Let's get this thing locked down. Before I forget what I was doing. Okay. And here, and here. And got to put a pocket clip on. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh my craziness. Let's put a pocket clip on here. And I don't know. I don't need it as tightened down as it was. I think that's probably enough. Hold on. Let's just, once it hits the bottom, it should kind of be, yeah, that's snug down enough. Okay, we're good. All right, we're back with the Medusa and the Night Stalker. I guess put them together here so you can see. Very similar, although some significant differences. So you might want to sound off and say, you know, which one you prefer. This one's a little heavier. This one's got more aggressive jimping. Pretty stiff. This one is a little bit more vague on how it deploys and retracts, but it's lighter weight and it's easier to deploy and retract as well. This, I'm not sure, you know, as far as I'm concerned, and the offset pocket clip may not be a big deal there. Otherwise, the same size, basically the same design. So, whatever you think, I think they're really cool OTFs, not that expensive considering the premium materials and the really tight tolerances with very little blade play. So check them out. At least you can go to Perry and check these out. And then also, you know, keep an eye open and maybe even direct message Chan Aiden on Instagram and say, you know, are you going to make any more of the Medusa? And if so, you know, how can I get one? This and that. Also, Weeby Knives. See if he's going to make a run. If he gets enough demand, I'm sure he'd get Chan to do that. I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you so much. Yes, I printed up the blades with my fingers and everything, but they way cool OTFs. And if I'm going to do an automatic knife, I want an OTF myself. And I want one that's a good size knife. So these are right at and just slightly below 4-inch blade, 9 inches overall length. I like them. Take care. Yes, we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.